It's Madden NFL 24, and there's no love lost between these AFC South foes. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. All that and more coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's an intra-division matchup in the AFC South, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Well, Charles, September is here. The 2023 season just about to get started. So many storylines to pay attention to. What are you most keeping an eye on as the start of the season moves closer?
Well, partner, I'm glad you asked, because we're going to start, obviously, Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. That's a huge story. How about Kansas City? Could they win their third title in 5 years? We know some teams are trying to get there. Buffalo, Cincinnati, Philadelphia, San Francisco, all should contend. And how about some of those sleeper teams? I think the Chargers of Pittsburgh in the AFC, Carolina, Detroit in the NFC, it's going to be an exciting season.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time. And leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
The moment Anthony Richardson's name was announced as the 4th pick in the 2023 draft, it changed the landscape and probably our viewing habits with the NFL. He is must-see viewing. Tremendous athlete, not a lot of experience, but the ceiling as high as it possibly can be.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. And Richardson will throw to start out here. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Richardson out of the shotgun. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's go, man.
Now a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft. In his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Last year, we got the Trevor Lawrences. So many tabbed to be the savior of the Jaguars. He broke 4,000 yards for the first time and threw 25 touchdown passes and guided his team to the playoffs. This young man, he's been good since the first time he picked up a ball in Youth League. They expect nothing less from him again this season.
On first down, Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. To the sideline, and it's caught. The boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
This defense is past its work.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Review the play. The ruling on the field is reversed.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Lawrence will throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. 3 straight incomplete passes in a frustrating series there.
Anytime you throw the football on first down and you don't gain any yardage, you've now set yourself up to throw it 2 more times because you're immediately in a long yardage situation, beginning with second down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Richardson looking to throw this. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Richardson to the air on 1st down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all about the defense. Just a lone field goal in that first half. And as a result, not too much available in terms of highlights. But that's okay. We've got a full half to go. And to bring it your way, let's get back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 29, here's second down and 7. Now Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. Short completion, just 4 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The sound reverberating here in the Dome. This is third down. Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Back to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Here's 1st and goal. He's back to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the fourth, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? Because this feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice, intense, on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And fighting down inside the 25. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles. My palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. First throw of overtime for Trevor Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. To return is McKenzie. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. Try! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And that's the type of run we expect out of Taylor. We all remember his All-Pro season in 2021, leading the league in yards and touchdowns. Not quite those heights in 2022 when he missed time with an injury, but in only 11 games, still reached nearly 900 yards. When he's healthy, tough to find a better runner in the league.
Richardson to throw it. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Richardson. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, the play of their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis.